Yes. Can you please? This is your first time or second time with Meena?
No, sir, first time.
First time. Acha, acha. Very good. Please tell me about yourself.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Shweta. I am from Delhi. I completed my schooling from DAV Public School. After that, I have completed my graduation from University of Delhi with mathematics in the year 2019. And with University of Delhi only, I have completed my LLB in the year 2022. And during this time, I have developed the necessary work ethic, capabilities, and skills to become competent in this field. And presently, I am working as a SWOA in Union Bank of India for almost 1.5 years.
Mhm.
The- uh, that's a
Single
brief
win,
summary of my.
single window operator. Na?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Acha. Have I not given you law officer interview questions? I think I have not given you. I think so. I have missed. I have not given you law officer interview questions. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Oh, oh. 1 minute. Hold on. I'll just select it. Law officer interview questions. 1 minute. Here, copy link. Just a minute. I've just given it to you. Law officer interview questions. You can see it afterwards. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank
Now you told me you are working in Union Bank. Huh? Which bank?
Yes, sir. Union Bank. Yes, sir.
Which branch of Union Bank?
Sir, GTB Enclave, Delhi only.
Delhi only. Acha, acha. Good, good, good. So what is the nature of work you are doing now?
So actually, I presently I am doing NEFT, RTGS, and account opening,
Hmm,
transfers,
hmm,
KYC,
hmm.
and
So,
if there is any query of the customer, then I can assist him or her then also.
acha. Your number is starting with 95826, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's right. Now, um, you you joined for the last more than 1.5 years here, and
Say
yeah, after completing BL, did you join Bar Council?
no, sir. Actually, in the June 2022, I joined the Union Bank of India, and that time my result was pending for LLB.
Mm,
So before final result of LLB, I got selected in Union Bank of India.
mm,
And after joining the Union Bank of India, uh, I will not register in Bar Council of India because there is a limitation that if you join as a member of Bar Council of India, then you have to within 6 months decide whether you want to work with Union Bank of India or leave the job profile there. So I didn't become a member of Bar Council till now.
you are not become a member of Bar Council. In your NIACL advertisement, have they
Yes.
not insisted on your becoming a member of Bar Council?
No, sir.
No.
They actually, for educational qualification, they asked for graduation with 60% marks in LLB, also 60%.
That's all. Acha? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So they have not
There is no
insisted on that.
compulsion of, yes, sir. There is no compulsion of registration with Bar Council.
Very good. Did you write for IBPS law officer exams?
No, sir.
Why?
Actually, sir, there are two reasons. First is that they need registration, and second is that this is the first time only that I am eligible for the IBPS SO exam. But before NISCL notification came, so I am pretty much sure that I will be able to make this exam. So I
No,
actually do not want to divert myself from all the, so I keep myself concentrated for this exam only.
true, but then is there a condition in IBPS SO that you must have
Yes,
become a bar council member?
yes, sir.
So say tell that as a reason that will do because further reason is not required because you are not eligible. Correct?
Yes, yes, sir.
Very good. That's right. Now, why should we consider you here NIACL? You are a law person who has had no exposure to law, no exposure to practical working in a court. You have not visited the court halls and you have not had any experience. How do you think you will fit into our requirement? Please
Sir,
tell
I
me.
am sure that
Hmm.
there might be many great applicants out there, and many of them would have great value to add to your company. And I hope that best of them make it to your company. But I would like to share that what I bring to this table. During my graduation and LLB, I developed many skills like good communication skills, and I have done my graduation in mathematics, so I am good at numbers also, and good in coordination. And as I have said that right now I am working, so I can easily adjust and adapt according to the working conditions. I am good in coordination. I can work in alone also and in team also. And regarding the legal aspect, during my LLB, I have taken parts in many moot court competitions, and I have done moot visits to the legal aid societies and many societies where there is a need for poor people or persons who need legal advice. So I think that that exposure during my LLB helps me in this
Okay,
post.
okay. That's right. Now, what do you know about Limitation Act?
Limitation Act, yes, sir. So Limitation Act provides a time bar that the person needs to file a case within that time period. Like for example, in movable property, it is 12 years. For movable, it is 3 years.
For which it is 3 years?
Movable property.
No. Who said so? If the movable property has been given to you by virtue of an agreement, I think you do have 12 years. But many times banks rely on demand promissory note. So there the limitation period is only 3 years from the date of DPM or 3 years from the date of acknowledgement of debt. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, please tell me which are the acts that are very relevant for your working in NIACL? About which acts you must be thorough with.
Sir, as NISCL is a general insurance company, so I believe that one of that which is very relevant for this post is Motor Vehicle Act,
Okay,
and other acts are Insurance Act and
okay.
tort law also. Tort.
Yes. What other acts are relevant for your working in our NIACL?
The Contract Act,
Very good. Then, good. Contract Act, correct. Then,
uh, Contract Act, Insurance Act, tort, and Motor Vehicle Act, and all, and somehow also Constitution law also, that we need to compliance with the Constitution also.
hmm, That's all.
So should I briefly explain about these acts?
No, not about the acts, huh? But you have not covered the important acts, Negotiable Instruments Act, Partnership Act, Companies Act 2013, Surface Act, then IBC, then DRT. All these things are one, not from the angle of working. You need to be thorough with all these acts.
Okay.
What is part 3 and part 4 of Indian Constitution?
Part 3 so deals with fundamental rights and part 4 deal with fundamental duties.
Can you explain about that?
Yes. The are the basic rights which are provided to every citizen of the Indian. There are 6 fundamental rights. These are right to equality, including equality before law, and uh, there is no discrimination on the ground of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth, and equal opportunity in all employments.
Mm,
And part 4 is which are dealing with fundamental duties.
mm,
Fundamental duties is the like part 3 explains the state that what they have to provide the Indian citizens. In the similar way, part 4 tells the Indian citizens what are their duties towards their nation. For example, they have to respect the Indian constitution, Indian flag, and
mm,
make harmony.
1 minute,
And
1 minute. Somebody is coming. Wait. Yeah. Uh, yeah, somebody had come, so I had to open the door. Now, yeah,
yes,
you were telling about okay, part 3 is fundamental rights. Very good. Part 4
yes, sir.
is part 4 deals with what?
Fundamental duties, sir.
It is given as directive principles of state policy. Hello.
Hello, yes, sir.
It is given as directive principles of state policy. Does it indicate about, say, fundamental duties? That's what you are telling, correct? No?
The part 4A deals with fundamental duties. Part 4A.
Mm, okay.
Part
That is
4 is
mm,
DPSP and part 4 is fundamental duties.
good. Then what is the um, part 1 dealing with? Part 1 and 2.
So part 1 is union and its territories,
Uh,
and part it defines the accession
mm,
secession of Indian constitution, the Indian territories, and
mm,
part 2 of Indian constitution deals with citizenship.
super. Good. What is part 5 and part 6?
Sorry,
Excuse
sir, I
me.
can't recall.
Part 5 is telling about the union government. Part part 6 is telling about the state governments. What about part 7?
Part
Part 7 has been repealed by the Constitution, 7th Amendment. Then Part 8 deals with union territories. Part 9 deals with panchayats. Part 9A deals with municipalities. Sorry,
So
9A. 9B
A
deals
Panchayat.
cooperative society. What is number 10 dealing with? The scheduled
The
and tribal areas. 11 deals with the relationship between union and states.
state.
12 with the legislative. Acha, you please go through that thoroughly so that you know it.
Yes,
Of course, we don't know what is it they will ask, what is it they
yes,
will not ask. We don't know. Let us be prepared. Okay.
yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think will be your job role in N.I.A.C.L?
Sir, as a legal specialist, I have to draft and make sure that companies' policies and regulations compliance with the Indian Constitution, and they do not deviate or miscomply with the rules and regulations of the Indian government. And as a
Hmm,
legal officer, I have to uh, not just approve, but I have to at the initial stage see see the insurance claims,
hmm,
drafting
hmm,
and making policies, insurance.
hmm,
Basically, as a legal officer, I have to deal with the legal part of the insurance policies that the company are making, or
hmm,
claims which are coming to the company for settlement.
hmm. Did you go through the questions that were asked in this thing? Can you tell me some of the decisions some of the um, cases relating to N.I.C.L? What are the cases you have seen relating to N.I.A.C.L? In one place, they have asked like this. You saw that question? No,
Yes, sir.
you saw that, no?
Uh, yes,
Correct.
sir. Yes.
Mm.
So, one case law which
I am not getting that. Where is this? I'm just searching it. Mm. Yeah,
so
correct. Now, first of all, this question is they are asking why you chose law as a career.
yes, sir. Uh, for me, sir, as there are two reasons. First of all, my father is an advocate, and
Oh,
from
good.
yes, sir, since
He is an advocate in
childhood,
which place? He is advocate which place?
sir, in Delhi,
Acha, acha,
Delhi
fine.
High Court.
He
Yes,
is
sir.
going to which court?
Sir, Delhi District Court, Kakaduma Court.
Delhi District Court. What is the name of that court?
Kakaduma Court, sir.
But there are some other court, na Patiala court and all that, na?
Yes, sir. Patiala, Saket, Rohini
Ah,
Court.
acha, acha,
Yes, sir.
acha, acha. Oh, very good, very good. He is going to those places. Okay, what are the types of cases he is handling?
So, civil cases, family matters, and
Hmm.
some criminal cases also.
Acha, good, very good. So the one reason for your choosing law is that your father is a lawyer. Now, please
Yes.
answer me. Why did you not go as a junior under him? Is he not having cases? Is
No,
he?
sir. Actually, he is
Huh?
having cases. But from the childhood only, he wanted to see me as a government officer. So, and as a in the legal field, if that's very great for him if I make that government job in legal sector. So,
No, but in that case, you could have tried for a judicial officers course and all that. Have you written?
no, sir, not right now. Actually, in my LLB, in the last semester only, I have a subject in the name of banking and insurance law, and during that, I developed my interest in that subject as I found it very realistic and that we can see in our day-to-day lives. So
Hmm,
personally, I like insurance as a subject. So when this opportunity came, it will be like a win-win situation as this is a government job also and in insurance sector.
hmm. Good.
So
You have very good ability to talk. That is a plus point. You are going to talk in English or Hindi in the interview, both.
both, sir, yes, sir.
Okay, good. Now tell me about the cases of NIACL.
Yes, sir. So, one case law which I read through is Mr. M.R. Krishnamurthy and versus NISCL. The Supreme Court, sir, in this case, ascertained the feasibility of establishing a motor accident mediation centers in every district to ensure that speedy trial of accident claims will happen, and this will only ensure the people faith in, in judiciary and legal system of the country. And in this case, only the Supreme Court iterated the very unfortunate data that in India, approximately 1,47,000 people lost their lives due to the accidents, road accidents. And so, because of this reason, Supreme Court insisted for motor motor vehicles tribunals cases should be dealt in mediation centers. And another case law which I read through is Sushila Indraban Gandhi versus New Indian Insurance Company Limited. In this case, Supreme Court dealt with the concept of contra prevention. In this case, Supreme Court held that if there is any ambiguity in the policy, then that should be read against the policy maker, not against the insured. Another case law which I read is N.I.A.C.L versus Paresh Mohan Lal Parmar. In this case also, Supreme Court held that if there is any exclusive clause in the policy and if it is not informed to the insured at the time of policy, then also that clause will be read against the insurance company and not against the insured person. So it is
Super.
the
Yeah,
liability or first and foremost priority of the insurance sector to make all the provisions of the policy aware to the insured person, so that because there is a principle also, principle of utmost good faith, that both the parties make aware each other about the provisions and policies. And another case is Sri Ramchandra Jagannath versus NISCL. In this also, Supreme Court held that the insurance policy should be read in its literal interpretation and it should not be read uh, and it should not be read in ambiguity. Like if there is any clause which is not clear, like but it is telling that it is the insurance company who is liable for this. So they have to draft the policy in simple and literal manner that the insured person can get what are the policies take, what is the policy talking about, all the liabilities and what are his limitations against that policy.
super. I think you have told nearly 4 or 5 cases. I'm really happy. In spite of the fact you are not going for practice, you have been good enough in going through these cases. From where did you get these cases? What is the site?
So uh, 2 or 3 cases actually I got from the mock interview you have taken from the legal stream candidate, and one two from Google. I searched for NIACL cases and insurance premium insurance sector cases. So one
Oh,
is blog IP leader cases, blog IP leaders, and one is like
oh,
these sites only, sir.
very good. Excellent. Tell me, what are the Motor Vehicle Act major changes?
Yes. The Motor Vehicle Act came into effect in 1988, and major amendment happened in the year 2019. Uh, 2019 government removed some provisions from the Motor Vehicle Act 1988, and they made third party insurance policy compulsory. And after that, they increased the for the compensation they increased, and provisions of quicker and more efficient registration process of vehicle in the application form have been created, like Sarthi and Vahang app. And driving without motor vehicle insurance without registration has driving without registration fine has also increased from 2000 from rupees 1000 to 2000, and with imprisonment up to 3 months. And and one recent amendment that came in the year 2023 is that central government and state government has decided to deregister and scrap all the vehicles, including the transportation of PSU buses and Ministry of Roads buses also, that were more than 15 years old.
Hmm. Not bad. I think you have talked sufficiently well about Motor Vehicle Act and major changes. Good. What do you know about FEMA Act,
FEMA Act. Sorry, sir.
Foreign Exchange Management Act? You have to go through that.
Oh,
Yeah. Then what do you know about FDI for insurance sector? How much is permitted?
sir, presently it is 74%
Hmm.
in insurance sector, and earlier it is 26%, then increased to 49%, and right now it is 74%.
First class. Good. You are with Union Bank.
Yes,
Who is the MD and CEO of Union Bank?
sir. Mrs. A. Mangi Mekhalainan.
Yeah. How many branches are there in UBI?
Branches. Sir, uh, at present, domestic branches are 8,500 plus.
Mhm. Acha, ठीक है. Now, what do you know about NIACL?
NIACL, NIACL stands for New India Assurance Company Limited. It is a general insurance company and one of the leading insurance insurance company in this sector. It it established in the year 1990, and since then it is providing very good and efficient services to its customer. And at present, its MD and CEO is Mr. Neeraj Kapoor. And at present, government's stake in this company is 85% approx.
Mm.
And it is founded by Dorabji Tata,
Mm.
headquartered in Mumbai,
Okay.
Maharashtra.
Okay.
And
You can tell
number
about
of
number of branches, number of countries.
yes, at present it is operating in 25 states, and number of
25 states or
sorry
countries.
25 countries. Sorry.
26, 25 country in one place they have given us 26. In the
Yes,
website
sir.
website itself, in one place, in the slides they are telling 26. You choose any one, no problem. Then
And offices are 1800 plus offices.
in one place they are telling 1900. One on the face of it they are telling 1800. In between, one some place it is given as 1900. Doesn't matter, or any one of these two we can speak. Then what is the profit made by NIACL?
So five in crores, 41,073 crore.
Huh? 41,000 crore. Profit,
revenue, sir, total revenue.
profit, net profit.
But I,
You didn't see it properly. Doesn't matter. Then what about
yes,
the authorized capital, paid up capital?
authorized capital, I can't recall, sir, but its total assets stands for around 12 billion,
Oh,
and total
good.
equity is 3.2 billion. Dollar three.
Excellent. Which was your favorite subject during graduation?
Tort law, sir, tort
Pardon?
and insurance. Sir, tort and banking and
Acha,
insurance law.
tort and banking and insurance. Good. Can you please tell us landmark judgments you're remembering?
Yes, sir. In tort law, there is a famous case law, Ryland versus Fletcher. In this, there is a clear-cut distinction made between strict liability and absolute liability. The court iterated that strict liability means liability without fault, that is, without intention or negligence. Or this liability is also known as no fault liability. And
Mm,
on the other hand, absolute liability
mm,
is somehow application of strict liability but without the exceptions. Like
mm,
absolute liability is a standard of legal liability found in tort and criminal law, and
mm,
in Indian case laws also, MC Mehta and Union of India, this case also Supreme Court has again iterated the concept of absolute liability.
mm. Good. Then,
And yes, sir. And
yeah,
in
but
tort law we have a case law.
normally boys used to tell about Keshav Bharati and all that.
Sorry, sir.
Not Keshav Bharati. There is a case, na?
Yes, sir.
Keshav.
Keshav Nanda Bharti cases from constitution law.
Oh, oh, very good, very good. Whatever it is, prepare on these lines. I think you must be able to
Yes, sir.
do very well. We'll meet again next time. Say which date you want for the next interview. Have I given you the next date?
Yes, sir. 22nd.
I have already given.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. 22nd. Is it 8 p.m.?
Yes, sir.
Okay, no problem. Best wishes. And on
Thank,
that day, we will also discuss some more things about current affairs also, so that they can
thank,
ask you about current affairs or also about static GK. With that, we will conclude on 22nd. You are prepared very well. I have no but only thing is you are not experienced in court. That is the only if I have a bias in favor of people who have had exposure, then I will not select you. If I am not having bias in favor of, say, practical exposure, then you will be selected certainly, because you are able to answer things very nicely. You have remembered so many cases, details. I appreciate you, and best wishes. I have given you a set of questions that are normally asked in banks in legal cases. Some of this can be put into in this place also. Please prepare, taking that also into consideration. And if you come across some more questions on legal, have you got any other questions asked in the interviews of NIACL?
no, sir. Actually, there is a group for NIC legal, but no one is posting any question like what they have been asked for their interview.
They are not posting. Acha. It's
Yes,
okay.
actually, a majority of the students saying that they have their interview on from 22nd onwards only.
Okay.
So,
No problem. Good. I appreciate you. You deserve, but uh, how will you describe what? Are you a tall girl or a short girl?
so 5, not
5?
short, short only. 5 feet, sir.
Only 5 feet. Oh, how? What is your weight?
The weight around 50.
Then not problem. No problem. 50, 60 is. It's not a big issue. Good. Very nice. Best wishes. I'm sure you will be selected. But if you are not selected, don't blame me. But in the meantime,
Yes, sir.
be reading. huh? Because
Yes, sir.
initially, when I started, I was not in favor of you. You must have seen it from my tone itself. But now I am convinced I must select you. But it depends on the marks you have scored in the written test also. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Best wishes. You will succeed. Thank you.
Thank,
Please,
thank you, sir.
please be continuing to read more about various acts also. Some other
Yes, sir.
acts. Yeah. Suddenly they can ask you what is Section 138 of Negotiable Instruments Act, and
Yes,
suddenly they can ask you what is rule in Clayton's case. These are the famous cases I studied 60 years, 50 years back. Whatever it
hmm.
is, so you please go through and go through about the current setup in legal circle, like say Supreme Court, DRT Court, National Law Tribunal. I don't know whatever it is. ये सबको तो बारे में जानकार कर दीजिए, so that you can answer in the, because there the people sitting are all 100% exposed to legal area. Okay, my
Yes, sir.
exposure to legal area is very limited as manager of the bank and as a clerical staff of the legal department. That's that much only I know. Whereas there is a lot of things that they will ask. Please prepare. I wish you best of luck.
Thank
My
you, sir.
blessings and good wishes. No, honestly speaking, you really deserve it. If you don't get, don't blame me. Again, I'm repeating.
No,
Much
sir.
much depends on luck. 60% luck,
Yes,
40% merit. You are the first candidate who has taken, so of course not first, second candidate. Or there is one more candidate who is now in Punjab National Bank, who is the author of all these questions that I have given you. In fact, she only took a keen interest in answering my questions, and from there, he herself framed what are all the other questions that can be asked. She must have completed 3 years service or 2 years service by now. Very bright candidate. I don't remember the name. She's from Delhi, working in Delhi. Anyhow, best wishes. We'll meet again.
yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You want any questions? You have any questions in mind?